What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. We're back here once again with another draft lottery rebuild, as today we have the 7th overall pick, that being the Pelicans. So the Pelicans having the 7th overall pick this offseason does become still somewhat interesting for them because of the Zion rumors that came out, and then he was at the lottery representing them. So what's truly happening with him? Who are they going to take at 7? Let's go ahead and jump into the 7th overall pick Pelicans rebuild. NBA 2K25. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you're new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. Again, I'll continue to say it. This video is pre-recorded. I am out of town as you guys are watching this. This is being recorded on May 19th. So if something has happened, hopefully it's not too significant or you won't see this video at all. Like if Zion gets traded, then this video won't be dropped. Well, I don't know what I'm gonna do with him yet, but something like that happens, then obviously I'm not gonna drop this. But yeah, you get the point. So with the 7th overall pick, kind of always go off the mock drafts, kind of see what people are saying. Again, you can go in a number of different directions with this. The draft, I think, like I said, it gets less obvious when you get to pick 5. So we have Maluach being drafted to the Pelicans. So he would obviously be a really nice fit next to Zion. Now, there was rumors as soon as they fired David Griffin and the new guy was appointed the general manager or president role, whatever you want to call it, that his job this offseason was to potentially trade Zion. Then Zion was representing them at the lottery, which I thought was kind of weird. Now, maybe that means nothing. Like, who cares? He was there, whatever. He's on the team. Of course, he's going to represent them. But I don't know, man. I feel like if you release a report, and again, it wasn't like from, I don't know who it came from, but I remember it was like a reliable guy, and he says that the Pelicans are going to trade Zion this offseason, and then he's representing them at the lottery. What's going to happen? I think with that, I am going to keep him today, at least for now. Maybe in the future we trade him, but I'm not going to trade him this offseason. I think probably the last maybe 1 or 2 Pelicans rebuilds we've done, we've always traded him because of what has happened. But with him being at the lottery, it makes me think that maybe there is a world where he's still there. Now, the injury thing is always the problem with him, but maybe we can finally get him healthy. In 2K, we definitely can because we can turn injuries off. But real life, we'll have to see how that continues to go. But all right, let's look at the team now. So you now have Alvarado, and then once Murray's healthy, of course, he'll start the point guard coming off the Achilles tear. So we'll see how he looks. We have CJ McCollum, who's on a big expiring contract. You have Hawkins, Reeves, Brandon Boston. You have Trey Murphy and Herb Jones, who are both coming off an injury, but obviously love both of them. Zion and Olynyk, and then you have Missy, and then you just drafted obviously Maluach, and you have Matkovic as well. So now I don't think, and then Alvarado just got suspended the other day as well, which I forgot. I mean, I guess I could put that in. I saw that. So he is suspended for PED use for basically the whole season. So it was 80 games, and I saw someone tweet, why not suspend him for 82 games? Why leave the 80 games? Which I kind of agree, but I don't know. Whatever. So he might be able to come back. Is there a suspension anywhere? Can I find it? Find suspension. Maybe we can find personal reason. This isn't that important, but it's still there to be realistic. So once I find this, I'll kind of show you what we're doing next. I don't know if I'm going to make a big trade this offseason, but we may look into it. We'll see. So we are going to go ahead and make a big trade to start things off this offseason, as we're going to be sending CJ McCollum to Orlando. The reason why we're doing this is because I want Herb Jones to start alongside Trey Murphy in the starting 5. So Jet Howard is coming over, and so is KCP. Obviously, Jet Howard is someone who is a good shooter, was known to be a good shooter, I believe, out of the draft. And he does end up being a good shooter in the 2K sim as well. Orlando gets their perimeter guard, and we take on KCP's contract, but obviously they're not giving us that much. So that's why they're basically almost getting CJ for free. He's also expiring, so there's pretty much a little risk for the Magic. I like this trade for both sides, so let's go ahead and do it. So boom, McCollum is gone, and we give the opportunity to start, like I said, Herb Jones at that 2 spot, which is what I wanted to do. And then Hawkins will be the backup 2. Herb Jones will start there, and then Jet Howard might be able to play this season as well. So that's like the only thing we're going to do, I think. We might sign a backup point guard too, so let's give AJ Mitchell a deal because he's sitting here for free. So we'll give him a contract as well, and we'll let the rest of these guys walk. So Bruce Brown can be waived as well. Was he in New? I forgot he was even in New Orleans if he actually is. But let's go to player progression and let's see what we got going on here. So we have Missy up to an 82, Matkovic 79, Hawkins 78, AJ Mitchell 78, and then Trey Murphy. And then obviously once he's healthy and Murray's healthy, things will look a lot better. But yeah, so the only thing we really did was obviously draft Maluach, and then we also brought in Jet Howard instead of CJ, which gives Herb Jones the opportunity to start. So I can't wait to see what this team is going to look like going to season number 1. But the main important thing is we are not trading away Zion, at least not yet. So Pelicans has his 25th overall going into this new season, as we are a 3.5 balanced system, and this is what your starting 5 is looking like. So you have DeJounte Murray, Herb Jones, Trey Murphy, Zion, Missy, Matkovic, AJ Mitchell, Jordan Hawkins, Brandon Boston, and Kelly Olynyk. So I low-key want Jet Howard playing right away, and I also want Maluach playing right away. So I'm going to kick out Makovic for Maluach because I would rather have Maluach playing that backup 5 spot than Makovic. So yeah, Maluach, I want him to play immediately since he's kind of the theme of the video, obviously. So yeah, I kind of like this rotation. It should be pretty good. Now, the only other thing I want to do is I want to give Trey Murphy a bunch of minutes too next to Zion. So I want them both getting like 34 or whatever. So Trey Murphy will get 33 minutes a night. And then I've also, which I never usually do, but I've also made Trey Murphy's development or progression a lot higher because, I mean, every time you talk about the Pelicans, it seems like Trey Murphy is the untouchable one. And there's a reason for that. People are very high on him. So that's why I want him to become maybe that secondary guy for us. So we're going to maybe hopefully reflect that in the 2K sim here. But Zion is still the #1 option. He'll hold up because of injuries being off, which is great. And we'll move maybe Murray shot intensity down a little bit. But I would love Trey Murphy to become that guy for us. So we'll simulate this season. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I think we could be a playoff team this year, but let's see what 2K thinks. At the end of year 1, Jokic wins MVP. Flag is your rookie of the year. Russ is your 6th man in Phoenix. So maybe him and Durant are reunited, which is fun. Giannis defensive player. Zachary Shea most improved. Booker clutch player. And Tom Thibodeau is your coach of the year. And Hobson is your executive. So here's your all-NBA first team. I mean, we might get, yeah, we do. So Zion does make it. I was about to say, we might get Zion on here, and he does, in fact, make it, which is fantastic. And here's your all-NBA third team, offensive first team, and all defensive second team, all rookie team. We get Maluach making it already, which we gave him a lot of minutes, which I wanted to. Here's all rookie second team. So we end up as a play-in team out west as we draw the Houston Rockets, but here were your stats. So you had 25 from Zion, 23 from Trey Murphy, 17 from Murray, 10 from Maluach off the bench, 9 from AJ Mitchell, 7 from Brandon Boston, 7 from Hawkins, 7 from Herb Jones, 7 and 9 from Missy, and 6 from Jet Howard. All right, well, let's go ahead and simcast this game against the Rockets to see if we can actually get into the actual offs. This is only a playing game, as we all are aware. So they are going to beat us here. So I guess what I'm going to do is in the next game, we're going to listen to 2K's advice. So I guess if that means kicking out, which, I mean, yeah, kicks out Herb Jones at the starting 5. Missy starts, and then I guess we'll put Maluach in over everybody else. Maluach is going to go. I mean, I guess Alvarado could technically be playing right now, but Maluach's going to get those last few minutes. Okay, so can we beat LA or Sacramento? We shall see. So we get the Kings. Let's simcast this playing game against the Kings, and we'll see if we can't beat them to get into the actual playoffs. It would be great if we did, because obviously this team is very hungry for a playoff spot. If you're the Pelicans, they've been on, you know, in the playoffs before, but again, we're going to lose. So 134 to 111, unfortunate. We would have played the Mavericks. I don't think we would have beaten them anyway. So, I don't know. It sucks, but we didn't make the playoffs. So, we got Dallas, Minnesota, Mavericks, and Cavs. And the Mavericks go on to win the championship. AD is their finals MVP. So, here are your retirements. And now we can go to the lottery, which I will say, this offseason, as we all are aware, we have the Bucks draft pick. So, how good were they? Because I wasn't paying attention. They were bad, but not quite bad enough to where we're going to get like the #1 pick, unfortunately. Unless we just get super lucky. But let's see. So they are projected. We also have Indiana's pick, maybe in the 8th pick. Do we have Indiana's pick? What is that from? No, I don't actually know, to be honest. But let's see what the results are. So we get 8, and we do get Indiana's pick. For whatever reason, I cannot remember why we have the Pacers pick. Are we supposed to have that? Let me double check. Who used to be on the Pelicans that the Pacers have now? Or is there like some draft pick trade? I don't remember. It's like escaping my mind right now. I don't know why. I can't think of it. It's weird. So I guess someone refresh my memory, but we have a nice pick. Or did we get it from? No, we didn't get enough. Whatever. So we have 8 and 12. I don't remember why, but we do. So it's still helpful to have those, obviously. We'll keep Willie Green. Well, do we fire him and go different direction now? We can go get Missoula or Charles Lee or something, but maybe we wait until there's better options next offseason. So we'll leave Willie Green for another year. Let's head to draft night. And while we're not getting AJ DeBanza, because I've seen the Pelicans get lucky with that before. Wait, who did the Wiz or the Thunder probably had? I don't know who this pick was from, but it definitely wasn't from the Wiz, or yeah, because the Jazz pick was fixed as well. So yeah, I've had that fixed. So Dash Daniels, Elijah Arenas. I mean, I do think this is where we go with this. We're gonna get Elijah Arenas at pick 8, which is a steal. Dash Daniels goes, Benny goes, and then Jaden goes, and then at this selection, we could take Darius. Give me Darius here. Darius is going to be our other pick. So feeling good. So we got Darius and Elijah Arenas, 2 guards. Welcome. Alvarado declines this player option, which I think is fine because we can go ahead and give the keys to our pick right away. And then Mitchell, of course, was signed too, but we might end up letting them go because we obviously just drafted our new point guard. So what do we got as free agency? So we could probably let all these guys walk. I don't think I'm bringing... Whoops, I don't want Brandon Boston. We're going to let all of them walk. I don't want any of them back. I don't think we have cap space either. So we'll see. So I guess we have money to sign... No, just kidding. Okay, we don't have cap space. Who's making all the money on this team, though? Why do we have, like, none? What was that? Like, negative 84 million? Do we have, like, some big cap holds? I guess Zion and Murray's making some money, so maybe that makes sense. Okay. And then Trey Murphy's making 27 million. KCP's contract, once that's gone, is going to help. But I don't think there's going to be much movement this offseason. We drafted a couple guys that are going to be able to come in and play. I guess AJ Mitchell is back. I thought I renounced him, but maybe I matched him on accident. I don't know. Maybe he'll play this year and Darius could take over after. So we also bring in Arenas, and then Reeves and KCP are probably just kind of irrelevant with this. And you have Jet Howard, you have Zion, you have Missy, Makovic, and Maluach. Okay. So I think we're just going to go play progression and see if the Trey Murphy, you know, hopefully boost him up thing works, because that's kind of who we're relying on to become that second guy for us. Maybe he can become somebody else too. So he doesn't move. It doesn't work, man. I don't know why. They hate Trey Murphy. It's so weird to me. Why is he going down instead of going up? The man should be going up. I'm pushing him up 2 overall. Sue me. He's going to an 84 at the very least. He shouldn't be going down. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, so Trey Murphy is up, even though I'd like him to be up even more. We do have Maluach better than Makovic now, which is good at least. But yeah, we're basically going to be running it back. Now, Murray is an expiring contract, so I do think we could maybe look to move him. Now, I don't know what I would be looking to get in return, but this is an interesting team nonetheless. But yeah, it does suck that the Trey Murphy dev thing that I was trying to do is boom percentage or whatever didn't work at all. I don't know why. He's just kind of a broken player, I think, in the 2K sim, where he should be much better than he really is. But all right, let's go look at the rotation for year number 2. The Power Rank has us 12th overall, and here is proficiency. So 3.5 proficiency, and Maluach is going to start this time around, which I'm fine with. So it's going to be Murray, Herb Jones, Trey Murphy, Zion, Maluach, Missy, AJ Mitchell, Makovic, Jet Howard, and then that's it. So I think I'd prefer if... Well, it does suck to not see Arenas and Darius getting minutes. So let's go 10 deep. I think that's fair. So we'll go 10 deep, and we can kick Makovic out, and let's go... Arenas getting these minutes. So Hawkins, and yeah, we'll do that. And Darius, I guess, won't go get minutes this year, but I like that a little bit more. So we'll take that, and we'll see how this goes. So hope to be a playoff team this year around. We shall see if that ends up working out. But I'll see you guys at the end of year 2. If I do stop the deadline and make some type of move, whether it's Murray's contract or something else, of course, I will show you, but it all depends on how the team is doing. The Wembanyama wins MVP. Boozer is your Rookie of the Year. Dylan Harper is your 6-man Women Defensive Player. Ace Bailey Most Improved. And Brunson is your Clutch Player. And Kidd is your Coach of the Year, and Executive goes to Hobson. So here's your All-NBA first team. I decided against making any trades at the deadline because the team was really good. So that's why we decided to not shake anything up. We're actually legitimately just a straight-up playoff team. We're not a, you know, lottery, or sorry, not lottery team, but we're not a play-in team. Arenas was really good in his rookie season, which is fantastic. But we are the 4th seed in the West, so that's great to see. Depending on how these playoffs go is going to determine whether or not we keep Willie Green going forward. But Trey Murphy, 19 points per game, Zion with 24. He's shooting 38%. Murray has a player option, so I don't really know what he's going to do with. I guess it's a team option. It's not guaranteed. So we'll look into it. Maybe re-sign him. We may not. We'll see. So Minnesota in round 1, though. Do we have what it takes to knock off Anthony Edwards and the Timberwolves? That is going to be an interesting question. So let's go 9-man rotation. Herb Jones is ice cold right now, which is interesting. I did extend him, by the way. He's not a great sim player in 2K. I mean, he's actually not been too bad this year. And then they want to put Makovic back in. But again, I'm going to roll with Elijah Arena. Let's just give the young gun some minutes here. But we might be able to get away with Murray just walking for nothing because Darius could step up into his role, I think. Potentially, but we'll see. So, game 1 against the Timberwolves. We do go up 1-0, 136-118. Zion drops 49 in the first game. Love that. Game 2, up 2-0. Game 3, 1. I assume they tie it up. And they do. I was right in that assumption. Okay, couldn't we... win game 5 at home? Let's see. So we won the first 2 at home. So the home team has won every time. But does that change here? It might. And it will. 114, 111. So the Pelicans are in trouble right now, as Anthony Edwards and the Timberwolves might be going to beat us in 6 after we just made it into the playoffs in round 1. Or maybe we forced a game 7. We have forced a game 7. We're not dead yet. Okay, so game 7 at home this time. So can we win again? Let's find out. Be a close game 7. We have the lead. Can we keep it though? Back and forth, and they, oh my god, overtime, but we're gonna win. 127-132. Okay, that was a very hard fought series, but we do win, and we get to the second round. All right, Dallas is the next opponent. I don't know how this one's gonna go, but I am up for the challenge. So you want to put Herb Jones back in the starting 5, which I like, and they keep kicking out Arenas for Makovic, but we don't need another backup 5 out there. We have Missy already, so Elijah Arenas will still get that run here. So game 1 against Dallas, we go down 1-0. We do go down 2-0, and we're down 3-0. So the Mavericks are just that team, but we win game 4. So can we win game 5 as well? That remains to be seen, but I don't think it's going to swing that way for us. Unless, no, we're done. So we're going to lose in the conference or second round, which sucks, but it is what it is. Trey Murphy gave up his best effort, and now we have the Mavericks and the Nets. The Mavericks go on to win the championship. Flag is your conference final, or finals MVP, not conference finals. So wow, the Warriors had every single player in their rotation retire on them, which is funny. Let's go to the lottery. So for the draft lottery, do we have another pick this offseason from somebody? I don't know. It doesn't look like it. So we're not going to get another pick from anybody. So the Jazz get 1, Bulls via Portland, and then you got, what else? Do we have a pick at all in this upcoming offseason? The Hawks have our pick. Okay, so we do not. Staff signing. We have new head coach, or a new opportunity for new head coach, and I do think I am going to try to get a different one. So I'm going to go for Missoula, I'm going to go for Nick Nurse, and I'm going to go for Tyronn Lue. So we'll see if we get any of them to sign. I kind of have a feeling that none of them are going to sign with us. Oh, Missoula actually chose us. Let's go. So Missoula is going to be our new coach in New Orleans. I like that. Now we can head to draft night. I don't think we had a first, but I could be wrong. We actually did. I just didn't see it at all. Wow. Okay, so we have the 9th pick. I'm glad I checked. So let's go see. Stokes is number 1. Chicago gets McCoy. We got Dylan Mingo to Philly. Taj Reza. We got Sadiq White. Hugo. Caleb Gaskins. And Boston. Okay, what do we got at pick 9? So we have Alex Costanza, Elijah Williams, Caleb Holt, Jordan Smith. I think I am going to go ahead and take, well, which one do we want? Or do we want to take Abraham, who has a Hall of Fame ceiling? I don't know much about him. Or we could take Diop as well. Or Maker. I'm going to take Diop here. So let's give Diop out of Kentucky the role here for New Orleans. It's going to be a 75 overall, or 74 overall, I should say. I think I am going to go ahead and decline Murray's team option, though. We're going to get much cheaper, and we're going to have Darius start that point guard spot. So I like that a little bit more. And then you do have the opportunity to resign. So I'm not going to bring back Makovic because we've been pretty clear on who the guys are. Mitchell, I may bring back. It just depends on how much he's asking for. He's asking, oh, that's Murray. Never mind. So he's asking for, well, it's not even telling me. So we don't have his bird rights apparently. But we're going to renounce basically everybody here. So we can renounce Murray, Jet Howard, and then AJ Mitchell will keep. But we can renounce these two as well. We're not bringing them back. So yeah, they're gone. And AJ Mitchell's the only one I'm pretty much worried about. And we actually do have, well, no, we don't have cap space. It looked like it, but I was deceived. So we don't have cap space. But so Darius, new point guard, which I'm fine with him starting this year. And then we could probably move Hawkins to that backup role. So maybe we don't even need to bring back. Oh, yeah, I also extended Hawkins. I forgot to point that out. But yeah, so you could maybe move Hawkins to, well, he's not really a backup point guard. I don't know if Arenas is either, but I mean, what can you do? One of them's going to play the backup guard. Regardless. Trey Murphy, still the 3, which I like. Zion and Diop just added. And then Maluach and Missy. So we could use, I mean, we could also move Arenas or Hawkins to the backup 3 instead, potentially. So we might just do that instead of having one of them play point guard. So Ben Shepherd also at 6'6" could be moved or play the 2. What about backup point guards? So Davion Mitchell, I do like the idea of, though, off the bench. I'm going to give Davion Mitchell a deal to back up Darius just in case. So we're going to let go of AJ Mitchell at this point. Mitchell takes over that. And then we can bring in, I guess, whatever backup guard feels fine. So I'll go like Lindy Waters on a minimum. It's not going to be great necessarily. Actually, you know what? It looks like we have some cap space. So we're not actually going to waste this on Lindy Waters just yet. Let's go to day 12 and let's see who's available on that spot. We might be able to get somebody decent for a 1-year deal. So backup guards. What do we got? So we need a shooting guard. Or no, we don't. We don't need a backup shooting guard. What am I talking about? We need... no, we don't need anything, actually. You know what? We're chilling. Let's go to player progression. I'm glad I didn't sign anybody. So Zion does regress, but you have Arenas up to an 83. You have Herb Jones up to an 84. Maluach up. Trey Murphy is up. Good. Darius is up. And then Jordan Hawkins is up. Okay, not bad. The team is good, but will it go win a championship? We got to round 2 last year, but I don't know if we're staring at the face of a contender just yet. Maybe there's a necessary trade to make for that to happen, or maybe it's just waiting on Arenas and Darius to develop, and then it will become that. Do we want to wait that long? That remains to be seen. I will show you guys rotation, though, going into this next season. So here is rotation going into this season. So Darius and Elijah Arenas are going to start in the backcourt. So we're bringing some new blood in the starting five with Trey Murphy, Zion, Maluach is going to get the start. We got, or I guess he started last year too. Missy, Herb Jones, Jordan Hawkins, and Davion Mitchell off the bench. And then Diop getting some run. I don't mind as well in his rookie season. So I like this a lot. We're going to see how it goes. I will see you guys at the end of the season. We're under new management, of course, with the new head coach. Only 3.5 balance with Joe Mazzulla. Would have loved to have seen 4-star, but it's all good. Let's simulate this season. Let's see if we'll be back in the playoff mix. I do think there is a possibility that is the case, obviously. Right now, we're pretty good, so we'll see if that momentum keeps up as we keep going along this season. So at the end of this season, Jokic wins MVP. Stokes is your Rookie of the Year. AJ is your 6th man, Wemby Defensive Player. Rasheer Fleming Most Improved. And Jokic is your Clutch Player. And Kidd is your Coach of the Year. And Hobson is your Executive. So here's your All-NBA first team, All-NBA second, and All-NBA third team. So Zion doesn't make it this year because there's a clear new #1 option in town. Maluach makes All-Defensive second team, though, which is awesome. So that's fun. But yeah, Elijah Arenas has arrived on scene, guys. So he is averaging 21 points per game. So it looks like we have our new #1 option representing the Pelicans. Zion is still good, don't get me wrong. I actually even explored trading him at the deadline. Decided against it, didn't do it. But I looked into it. We could have brought in like Maxey or something, but I don't mind Zion as like a second option instead of the first option. Arenas is playing pretty well. And the team is very spaced as well. I mean, Maluach's not like a knockdown shooter or anything, but you have guys that are able to shoot, which is good around Zion. Okay, so we are going to straight to a 9-man rotation for the playoffs, obviously, with, Diop now getting out of the rotation. All right, so we get San Antonio round 1. So an early test against Wemby and the Spurs. So let's see how this is going to go. We might still be somewhat young with some of the new blood here, so we might have to wait a little bit more before we're able to get it done, as we're down 1-0. And we're down 2-0. So we get absolutely demolished in game 2, by the way. Game 3, yeah, I think we're... Okay, so we get swept. So we're not quite ready yet. But I do think that's fine. The team is still young enough that I'm not freaking out. I think with Arenas and Darius developing and Arenas taking the step to being the guy... Spurs also, by the way, didn't drop a single game. Wow. Damn, that's actually crazy. They went 16-0 in the playoffs. So... should we feel too discouraged? I don't know. What was different about their team? Like, I kind of looked, but I also wasn't focusing enough. So they had Harper, and they got Yakuchones with that other pick. Okay, that's interesting. And then Vassell, Sohan, and Keldon Johnson, and Keon Johnson. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get to the lottery. I don't know if the lottery picks are still coming at this point. I don't think they are, but I could be wrong. So it doesn't look like it. At least I don't think, but that's what I thought last year too. So we do not have... do we even have our pick this offseason? We'll be picking at 25. So yes, we do have a pick. So we'll keep Mazzulla. And then the main thing is re-signing Zion, because I do want to keep him. Losing him would make us worse, regardless of what you think. The pick 25. Let's go with... I guess we'll just take another power forward here out of Syracuse. I don't really know much about him, but best player available potentially. And player options, Maluach, Arenas, and Darius will be accepted. And qualifying offers, Missy is, of course, a free agent, and so is Zion. So hopefully Missy... wow, Missy's out for a little bit more money than I'd like to admit, but Zion has no legitimate offers so far. But I am still going to go ahead and bring him in. He's 28 years old, so we sign him through his prime, I guess. And then we won't renounce Missy, though. I want to keep him around. We'll renounce the rest. That's fine. But Missy is someone I don't want to lose. So... I do want to get him for cheaper than what he's asking for, don't get me wrong, but I don't want to renounce him. So I just got to focus up, and I'll see you on day 12, because there is a chance if I keep talking and doing this, I'm going to accidentally renounce. We have finally arrived to day 12 of free agency, and this is where I'm here to give Missy his new contract. A little bit more than I want to give up, but losing him would make us worse. So that's why we're keeping him, because we're kind of hoping to potentially win a championship this upcoming season, because Arenas, Maluach, Murphy... Murphy is still developing, which is great. So he is moving up to... and then Darius. Look at this team. It jumped up way more than I even anticipated. Hawkins and Diop are up. So this is looking good. Zion's the only one that didn't move. But like I said, he is now just a second or third option or whatever you want it to be. But I think there is a really good chance that a championship could be coming to New Orleans next season. We're going to give Arenas a higher shot tendency as well. Really embrace him as the #1 guy. I can't wait to see how that's going to look. So Power Rank has this listed 11th overall, which is a great sign. And here is your new starting 5. So Darius, Elijah Arenas, Trey Murphy, Zion Maluach, Missy, Herb Jones, Jordan Hawkins, and Diop is rotation. I love it a lot. And I guess Mitchell, well, let's play 10 deep in the regular season, because Mitchell definitely deserves to get some run as well. We'll go 10 deep. in the regular season. And then what is Arena's shot tendency? Because I want him to be the #1 guy here. Murphy's shot tendency is also super high, which I do like, but I might also might bring it down a little bit because as much as I want him to score, I don't think we need him to score that much. Like, I like Murphy, but Arenas is clearly kind of taking a step here. So we'll see how this goes. A lot of scorers here, so I have a feeling this is going to go well for the most part, as long as we balance the tendencies correctly, which I think we did. So I'll see you guys at the end of this season. Had a nice little run last year, or no, we got swept last year. It was the year before that it was. Let's see if this time around will be any different. So far, we're off to a great start, so hopefully we can keep this momentum up. So at the end of this season, Wemby wins MVP. Mingo is a Rookie of the Year. AJ, 6th man in OKC. Wemby, Defensive Player. And Koa Pete, Most Improved in Flags or Clutch Player. And Mitch Johnson. Shout out to Mitch Johnson, 66 and 16. So the Spurs are scary, as we can tell, which is kind of a different change of pace from these lottery rebuilds. It feels like the Spurs haven't really been an issue. It's mainly been the Mavericks. So Scoot's in Minnesota. How did we get an All-NBA representative? No, I don't think so. Nope, not at all. Okay, all defensive team. I mean, Maluach made this earlier. He doesn't make it this time, though. Okay, so we are the 3rd seed in the West. So Dallas and San Antonio are the 2 teams that are obviously scary as well. But as you can see, there is a collective group effort towards scoring. So that is kind of where we're at. So there's no, like, clear front runner. But we have players that can give you 20 on any given night, basically. A bunch of guys that can do that. Now, will that result in winning? We shall see. We get to play the Warriors in round 1, who probably have Jokic, don't they? They do. And, of course, they have Steph and Jaren Jackson. How did they afford all that? No one ever knows. And then Murray, did he sign a minimum to come here or something? And yeah, of course he did. Jokic, big long-term deal. Jackson signs a 1-year deal. And Steph is on a 2-year deal. Okay, so shout out to the Warriors for building this team. But hopefully they are not better than us, but we'll see. They're older. Doesn't mean everything. Game 1 goes to them. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to us. Game 4 to them. Game 5 to us. Game 6 goes to us. We're on to the second round. Give me LA. Give me LA. I don't want to play Dallas. Luka finally stayed in LA, by the way. So do I really want to play Luka? I don't know. But every time I play the Mavericks, they're scary. So who is it going to be? It is the Lakers. I'd rather play Luka than the Mavericks. That's so freaking weird to say, obviously, because they were once upon a time a collective group in that kind of conversation. But instead, we get to play Yabusele, Luka Doncic, Dalton Knecht, Goga Badatste. I feel like we're better than this team, and then San Antonio actually got beat by Minnesota. Okay, let's see how this is going to go. Can we beat the Lakers, though? Game 1 goes to us. Game 2, even it up. Game 3, 2-1. Game 4, 2-2. Okay, we are definitely going to simcast Game 5 because this bracket might swing our way in a position where we can maybe get out of the conference finals here because we don't have to deal with the Spurs or the Mavericks. But we got to win Game 5. We still got to do with Luka Doncic, which is a tough thing in itself, which we will win Game 5, which is great. So now for Game 6. All right, we're going to LA. If we win this, we're on to the conference finals. We get to play a team that's not named San Antonio or Dallas. That feels good. But can we win this? And we will. 109-93. 36 from Zion. W. The Minnesota or Utah? Who would I rather play? Utah got fears, obviously. They have Cameron Boozer as well. I didn't get lucky to get a top pick in that 2026 draft class when I was running the Jazz, but whatever. And the Timberwolves, I mean, they're both good, so I don't really care who we get to play, I guess. We'll have the home court advantage, though, at least. We draw Utah. Utah, Charlotte, and Miami on the other side. Utah in the conference finals. Do we have what it takes to take them down? We shall see. Game 1 goes to Utah. Game 2 goes to Utah. Game 3 goes to Utah. We're done for. Wait, we win Game 4. So we're not dead yet. Do we win Game 5? We start off pretty hot in the first quarter. Second, we win as well. So I think we're going to at least force a Game 6 to happen. If we win that game, then you never know. Let's see. Game 6 on the road in Utah. They went up 3-0 on us. But we're getting hot. Every single... Dude, I think we're about to force another... Wow. These 3-0 comebacks are becoming way too common in 2K. Now, we haven't completed it yet, so let me not say that yet. Knock on wood. Even though I don't believe in that crap anymore. I'm trying not to believe in superstitions or whatever, jinxes or whatever you want to call it. But... we have the lead right now, but they are right behind us. As Utah Jazz, they really just blew a 3-0 lead. That's actually crazy. So I will take it, and we're in the finals. And we get to play the Charlotte Hornets, who have VJ Edgecombe. Wow. So battle of the two teams that used to be called the Hornets. Well, I guess the Hornets are still, the Hornets for Charlotte. But obviously New Orleans Hornets used to exist. Okay. We've made it this far. Do we win the whole thing? They want to put Jordan Hawkins in the starting 5, which is weird. But we win 1-0. Do we want to keep it that way, or do we want to go back to Murphy? Murphy's coming back. Game 2, they even it up. Game 3 goes to us. Game 4 goes to us, and we will beat them hopefully in 6. Let's simcast Game 6 on the road in Charlotte so we don't go to a Game 7. Please, preferably. We got to get back in this. Oh, do we still at the end? No. We're going to a Game 7. Oh, boy. So Game 7 is happening. All right. We're at home. So Game 7, please lock in. I need you, Elijah Arenas. I need you, Zion. I need you, Maluach. Trey Murphy. Please lock in. We have the lead right now. Just don't blow at the end. Oh, my gosh. I think we did it. Dude, every single lottery rebuild we've done, we have won a championship, and it's going to continue that way. So we beat the Hornets in 7 and win the damn championship. Zion is your finals MVP. Beautiful stuff. These videos have gone super excellent. And the funny part is I'm recording them all in one day. My voice is going to be dead by the time I'm done with today. This was the 6th video. I have 2 more left to do after this. That's all for the grind of the trip and you guys having content while I'm gone. But thank you all for watching. I'll see you on the next one. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.